Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned into Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos. With that, we're off to the Rocky Mountains. Standing by in Denver, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and...
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, you go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down, keep the sticks moving.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Got a completion, and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. In for the score. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in his first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental act.
The drive starts with Devontae Booker. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'll be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A 2nd down carry for Booker. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got him in. He finds Sanders. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Here's Booker on the catch. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. These Broncos coming off 2 years of not making the playoffs after winning Super Bowl 50. And last year in Vance Joseph's first season, they went 5-11, had an 8-game losing streak. Now, look, the defense remained. The lack of offensive production really led to a disappointing 2017.
And in order for them to reverse that, They've got to continue to play to their strength, which is their defense, and they did that by drafting Bradley Chubb, 5 overall, the defensive end out of North Carolina State. Gives them extra.
Back to Denver right after this. A reminder coming up at the half. We hook up with a new guy, Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis, and more importantly this year, scores and stats from around the league here in week 1. So do not press that skip button. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They're going to look to throw, and he's got Booker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll hand off to Booker, and he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to right around. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now it's a quarterback third. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Byron Maxwell. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw it. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jaron Reed able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, Any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be.
And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield. And Denver getting set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Booker on 1st down. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard. Frank Clark in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and under pressure again, and down he goes again. Frank Clark able to disrupt yet another. And Denver getting set to take the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Devontae Booker, the man he was trying to get it to. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll set up a throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark getting him once again. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of earth.
He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tom Johnson in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll look to throw here. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And, oh, look at that, a diving catch. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
They'll look to throw. They'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. you're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the